thoughts, views, and opinions of this podcast are for those who don't give a fuck about others' thoughts, views, and opinions. We say what the fuck we want to say, and if that's how we feel, that's how we feel. And if you hurt, so what? Keep moving on, respectfully. Welcome to the show.
Take two. Welcome back to another episode of Respectfully a Pod Show. 83 Kicks here. Swayze Baby is in the building. S. Dot is in the building. And collectively, we are the Three Negroes, a.k.a. Respectfully a Pod Show. We're here for episode 55, Deuce Deuce. No, that's not Deuce Deuce. I don't know. Ignore me, yo. Ignore me. Episode 55. How the hell is everybody doing tonight?
Oh, pretty good.
I'm doing good. Doing good.
That's what's up. Good shit. Good shit.
How you doing?
I'm splendid. I'm splendidly well. I can't complain. I cannot complain at all. I'm pretty sure I could, but if you give me a minute to think about it, I'll find something to complain about. What about y'all? Anything on your mind?
I feel the same way. I mean, if I had to complain, I could, but I'm not going to. Who's gonna listen?
Yeah, I don't have much to complain about today. It's another long day, you know.
All right, that's what's up. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. Nobody got no complaints. Anything you want to share? Get off your chest before we get rolling tonight?
I got nothing.
Yeah. Won the championship today. Went back to
Damn,
same
y'all
place
playing.
we had a tournament. Huh?
Okay.
That's what's up. I said y'all playing the most championship games I've ever heard of, but it's a tournament. That's why, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a tournament, so yeah. I mean, we've been in the championship every tournament. We just always come short. But this was the last tournament of the season. We finally got a dub, so it's nice. So no complaining today.
Congratulations. What's the name of the team again?
Oaklandin Bombers.
Shout out to the Oaklandin Bombers. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. Congratulations on the championship today. Congratulations to all the coaches, proud parents, all that shit. All that shit. That's what's up. Shout out to my little cousins too. So today, guys, we have on deck. We got a few interesting topics I like to think. We're gonna start off with, what's too young. I'm sorry, for kids to be dating, having boyfriends and girlfriends. We're gonna touch on that Conor McGregor fight, if that's what you want to call it, and we also got, are men who date trans women homosexuals? That is the $1 million question. So those are the topics we're going to be going over today. Of course, we're going to have bars and looking for love. Of course, our favorite part of the episode. So stick around with us. Hopefully you enjoy the show. So boys and girls, birds and the bees, the water, the seeds and the trees, all of that shit. We've all been young. We've all had that schoolyard crush, that puppy love. But it seems like today that a lot of these preteens and younger kids, it seems like these relationships, like they're actually feel like they're in relationships, and I feel like sometimes it could feel a little too grown, and some of us parents condone this behavior. So I wanted to pick y'all's brain and get y'all thoughts on it. What do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all see any of this when you're out and about? James, when you're at Swayze, when you're at these baseball games, do you see any couples, or do you see any of these players got their little girlfriends out there, or vice versa, or just football, wherever, just, you'd be out there, and do y'all see this out in the wild? And what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I haven't seen it out in the wild. Not with kids that I'm around. I'm around like fifth and sixth graders. Yeah, I don't really see any of that. Yeah. I mean, I hear him talk like the football kids, they all talk about having girlfriends. I mean, my kid, said he had a girlfriend at one time and that they broke up because she was sitting next to somebody else.
Whore.
I was like, okay. Um, like they were sitting on the
She was
same
cheating.
seat, you know? Right, that's what
Right.
he said. I'm like, all right, bro. You know, but I tell him to stay away from, the whole relationship and girlfriends and stuff, because at the end of the day, y'all ain't gonna be together. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Not
That's how you feel?
elementary, middle school. Hell yeah. I mean,
You
high
never
school is
know,
possible.
bruh.
Nah, not middle school, bro.
Damn,
That's
you,
way too young.
Swayze, you sound like a hater. You sound like a hater, though. But go ahead,
Nah,
continue.
nah. I mean, I feel like that's too young. I mean,
Absolutely.
I feel
So,
like I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's okay, like, if you have a crush on someone and they may, like, go out, hang out. You know what I mean? I've seen that before. I'm cool with that, but I don't know. I feel like that's just too young to be really, like, falling in love with somebody, really catching feelings like that.
so what do you think is an appropriate age for like your son to be talking about like having a girlfriend where he's like, in his mind, it's serious. Like, this really my girlfriend, texting, trying to, hey, dad, can you take me to go get gifts for her? Pulling up, they're exchanging Valentine's Day gifts. You're taking them on little dates to the movies and shit. What do you think when is that the
Man,
appropriate age?
I feel like I'd be cool, like, maybe high school, ninth grade.
Okay.
End of eighth grade.
All
I
right.
don't know. But I mean, fifth and sixth, that's just a little too young. But I feel like I know back when I was in eighth grade, I feel like I had some girlfriends and shit like that. So, be a
Yeah.
hypocrite to say they can't do it. But
Yeah. Yeah, but so I've seen what I'll say from my perspective, what are some things that I've seen, and you're carefree to jump in anytime you want. But I've seen parents post their children on Facebook. And no offense to anybody if you listen to this and this is you or you do this, it's not about any one person. This is just my personal opinion. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Fuck you. Suck one. I don't really care. But I've seen people post pictures of their kid and their girlfriend or boyfriend and kind of like condone the behavior. Say the kid is going into, let's say they may be going in a 5th or 6th grade and they're like, oh, they're so cute. Look at them. And, they got signs of their love and support for each other. And to me, it's just weird. It's like, why? I don't know. I just get a sense of, and I don't want to take up too much time on this, pass it around, but I feel like I see it quite often that people don't want to let their kids be kids, and they're in such a rush to have them grow up and do these adult things like have boyfriend and girlfriends. I don't think there's anything wrong with your kids having a crush on somebody and knowing they have a crush on them and you thinking that's cute, like, oh, and you saying like, oh, that's your little girlfriend. Okay. And even if they call themselves girlfriend and boyfriend and shit at school, I did the same thing, like you said, Swayze, but it didn't go no further than us calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend, seeing each other at school, and maybe in middle school at max, having some phone conversations, but my mom wasn't fucking condoning it. She wasn't driving me over to her house to take her Valentine's or picking her up to take us to go to the movies together and shit like that, and just actually treating it as if like this is a real, like you have a girlfriend, like I'm in a real relationship. I think that's crazy.
yeah,
What is the age group? Like y'all have been saying grades, and forgive me if I'm too old to not know this answer, but when y'all talk about fifth and sixth grade, seventh grade, what is that
10,
age group?
11, 12.
Okay. So middle school is like the 10, 12.
11,
Middle school is
11,
like
12,
11,
12,
12,
13,
13.
13, 14, eighth
Okay.
grade.
So I think that middle school is kind of that for me. I think that middle school is kind of that 12, 13, 14. Long as you know there's some maturity there. I would agree with like a 13, 14. Uh, but when it comes to like being in a relationship and trying to like navigate the relationship, if they're gonna do it anyway, right? The kids are gonna probably do it anyway, and so not that I will condone it, but I guess I'll be right there to teach them how this is gonna look, like how to treat a person that you like, or how to treat a person you have uh, a crush on. Me, I did it. I did that. I was had my pops take me to pick up flowers back in seventh grade. So I was definitely that age, that seventh, eighth grade, buying flowers, dropping off uh, roses and gifts for Valentine's Day, being dropped off at the Salem Mall for a movie night. So, because the kids
Yeah,
these days, I think just time wise, it just kind of can be a little strange. You know, they start getting into wanting to hold hands and have sex and kiss and all that extra
and
shit
they
when you talk about boyfriend and girlfriend. Back then, when I talk about boyfriend and girlfriend, I guess it was just kind of like, oh, that's my girlfriend. I'm gonna hold her hand at school. That's really
Pretty
yeah.
all it
much.
was.
And we're
I feel
talking.
like
We may have some. We talk on the phone.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Swayze.
yeah, but nowadays with the the cell phones and the shit you can do with cell phones, it might make it a little more could be more serious.
yeah, it's a little
'Cause
tough.
back
Yeah, I
back
agree.
in the
I agree.
day,
Definitely, the times now is tough.
we just had the landline phones. Now they could be sending
That's it.
pictures and get more intimate. But
Right, right. Yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
And we got this peer pressure from social media. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I think we talked about this before. I'm never going to put everything on social media or some outside source. We are the number one source of information that we should be for our kids, as far as teaching them right from wrong, having good morals, having some kind of self respect for themselves, whether that be little boys or girls. How to treat from our boys and how to be gentlemen and how to treat little girls, young ladies, to being our daughters on how to act like young ladies and have some self respect for yourself and not put up with some BS. You know what I'm saying? But I guess more so my conversation necessarily isn't even about the kids because, like we said, kids are going to do what they want to do. They're coming into that age where they are being more attracted to the other opposite sex and all this and all that. But I think it's more so the parents to me that are weird that post pictures of their child and they're like, look at Brittany with, Brittany and so they're so cute together. I love these two. Oh, it's Christmas time. Look what so and so made for it's 2 years they've been together. Like, motherfucker, they're fucking 12 and a half years old. What are we talking
Yeah,
about? Like, y'all niggas is
yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
it's borderline weird. That's all that's the word it's borderline fucking weird to me. And I guess that's where it is. I'm not going around and my daughter promoting, being like, oh, my daughter has a boyfriend and she's 12. Yay. Hey, that's my daughter's boyfriend. He come over. Oh, he cheated on you. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Or you cheated on him. What the fuck are we talking about?
Right,
Like
right.
we're talking about kids, bro. Go out and play. If y'all want to call each other boyfriend and girlfriend, cool. But y'all niggas is gonna be limited to the same boyfriend and girlfriend shit I had. When we see each other, if we live in the same neighborhood, cool. We boyfriend and girlfriend. Niggas, if they I can't control kids going off and sneaking a kiss or this or that with each other, but in school, y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, y'all sit next together at lunch, y'all walk down the hallway together, you may hold hands. You at max talk on the phone. But nowadays, like y'all said, with the cell phone, it's not like how it was for us. We had to call the house, ask to speak to the little girl, and no, God
Absolutely.
knows, all you had to do is pick up the other line. They may have that motherfucker and be listening in on the phone call. You don't know.
Facts.
yeah,
So it's just weird to me. I just feel like, I think the kids are also drinking the Kool-Aid where they actually think they're in real fucking relationships. All these different reality shows and TikTok celebrities and all this
So,
shit that they get to just. I get that they have the window of the world that is open to them at this point in time. It's like they feel like they're part of it, and
and that
they're not.
that one kid, that one kid don't help either. I forget his name, but the little kid that got a song out, he went like hella viral. No,
I don't know.
Yeah, nah, I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure.
I don't know. I speak. You saying that? I did see something recently, and I didn't think about that, but it was saying how there aren't any child stars nowadays. There, remember how we used to? We had child stars. Bow Wow was a child star. B2K were child stars. Uh, NSYNC and all them niggas at that point in time. Britney Spears was a little, but she was whatever. But there was still Sammy. There were child artists. There's no child artists for these kids to listen to. They listen to the same shit everybody listened to.
Right.
So there is nobody for them to where it's like, oh, we're just kids and we listen to the kids version of, whoever these artists are. They're listening to Glorilla and Cardi B and the same niggas that Chris Brown. They listen to the same shit we listening to. So that's all. That's not the obviously the conversation, but you saying that kind of made me think of that story I saw. So
uh,
I think that the parents still have to, with the parents that are involved, like I agree with you, the ones that are posting online, that is a bit strange. Like here you are promoting this couple, but I do think the parents need to be involved to show them what healthy relationships look like. And definitely in these times, like with the phone, the internet, the influence that they have outside of, if they are going to be in a relationship at 13, 14, 15 years old, I think the parents do have to be involved to show them what healthy relationships look like.
absolutely.
I mean, that would be me. I would agree with a relationship between like 14 and 16, but I would be right there, kind of like, this is how this should go. This is how you treat a woman. This is how you treat a man.
Right. So your answer would be 14 to 16 is when you feel like a real relationship would be appropriate in your, I guess, household. If you had to deal
Yeah, I
with
would
that.
say, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say I'm not going to take nobody's relationship. I'm not going to take your boyfriend girlfriend situation seriously until maybe you're probably like a junior in high school. I'm not saying that you can't have a boyfriend and girlfriend, and maybe we can talk about maybe then some movie dates where I'm sitting 2 rows back, or take y'all to Kings Island together type deal. Maybe, yeah, we can do something prior to that, but I'm still not going to be like really thinking like, oh, this is a boyfriend, girlfriend, like a real relationship. Maybe once, like I said, once you hit junior year, maybe 15, 16, then we can talk about, oh, this is a real relationship, or treating it like a relationship. But prior to that, bro, y'all niggas is kids, and I don't give a fuck. I'm not listening to that bullshit, and I'm not going for it. Swayze, I think you gave your answer a little bit earlier. What was it again?
I was leaning more towards Shannon, like 8th grade, freshman, high school. You know,
Okay.
that's it for me.
All right. So that's it. Parents, stop fucking posting your kids like they're adults, man. Let your kids be kids for real, for real. Like in general,
But
let
but
our
think about
kids
it.
be kids, bro.
When you guys were younger, though, maybe like 6th grade. I mean, did you know like how relationships work? Like I don't know. I feel like kids nowadays kind of have an idea, or better idea than what we
No,
we we knew back
they
in
don't
the
have a
day
fucking
with
clue.
social
No, they
media.
don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, I agree.
I disagree. They have no clue on how relationships, nigga. I'm 40 and I'm still trying to figure out really how relationships works. They have an idea of what they think a relationship is, and they think that it's all roses and sweet shit, and it's fairy tale, or it's not a real relationship unless there's drama. I think that kids think that toxic relationships are relationships. I don't think kids have any fucking clue about what an actual relationship is because they don't have any real obligations. They don't have any real responsibilities in life. And if they think that being in a relationship is just my parents are paying for everything, there's nothing else there except for just the good times. There's nothing about a relationship that a kid, to me, has any idea of what a relationship is any more than what we did. And to me,
Yeah, I mean,
and they shouldn't, and that's kind of goes back to my point because they're fucking children.
yeah, it goes back to your first example. I mean, you said your son said he had a girlfriend and she sat next to somebody and they broke up over it. I mean, that's not a relationship. I mean, so not understanding. Do they understand what a relationship is? I agree. I don't think so. Not at no young age of like fifth grade, fourth grade. Again, going back to growing up, I had my eye on someone at fourth and fifth and sixth grade. And really, that's all it really was. It was like, hey, walking together again down the hallway, see you at lunch, talk to you on the phone, maybe. I don't know if I was talking on the phone at that age, but definitely when I got to that seventh, eighth grade, I definitely had what I would call a girlfriend and would talk on the phone and, would get in trouble for being on the phone because the line was busy type shit.
Yeah.
As far as having a healthy relationship, I don't know. I don't know when do you answer that in the generation we have now? When do they know what a healthy relationship is or what they call a healthy relationship? I'm not sure what age what that looks like. I mean, my 27-year-old is still struggling.
I don't know if you got anything else, Swayze, on that. I mean,
Nah.
what I said against what you said. You don't want to defend what you said? You're just gonna let us trample all over it?
I mean, do you think
any,
did you ask that question because you think they understand what relationships are?
Nah, not at all. I
Oh,
was
okay.
just throwing a question out there. I mean, I feel like they may a little bit, but I didn't like what you said after. Not that they understand, but like I feel like they could play house better. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Than like we did back in the day. Because like I didn't know shit about relationships or like what you do, but nowadays they got social media. I mean, they're on Instagram. They see more than we did back in the day. So they might have more
So and then
ideas,
that
but I'm not saying that they know like you know
I'm
like what
surprised
a
that you don't
real is.
have a little more firsthand on this as being a coach for the youth. That you don't see this out on the field when you're coaching, or you're not having these conversations with the boys you're coaching. I'm surprised that you don't hear more of that.
Oh,
and,
I hear a lot.
so wouldn't you also on what you just said, wouldn't you think that so you being in a relationship, living in the same household and having children, that is where your kids would learn more about what, as you said, playing house would look like, rather opposed to them finding out or learning whatever they see on social media?
Um, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, no, not really, because the shit that we do and that they see is not anything that they can do. You know what I mean? Like we're taking care of kids, we're cooking dinner, like shit like that. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, back in the day, I
That's a
mean,
relationship.
my dad was, yeah, I know, but things like, I don't know.
I think there's a difference when you start talking about adult responsibilities and relationship. But the relationship of what you're teaching your kids is how you treat mom and how dad's getting treated in front of the kids. It's not necessarily preparing to provide for the family. So how they see you treat mom and how they see mom treat dad, that is where they learn the relationship. But then comparing it to online, where they see online, right? On TV, it looks like perfect relationships. So when you have a tough conversation in front of your kids, and then they start believing that's how relationships are, when you start putting your hand on mama, they start growing up and realize maybe that's what relationships look like. If my nigga don't hit me like dad did, and that's why we talk about how you act in front of the kids, that hollering, that screaming, putting your hands on each other in front of the kids, because then they grow up and think that's what relationships look like.
Facts. Yeah. All right. Well, it's good shit. I don't. Again, Swayze, I'm not attacking you. I just actually or nothing like
I
that.
don't.
Hopefully, it don't come off that way.
Yeah,
But
I don't feel attacked one bit. So we're good.
all right. Yeah, I was just saying. It's difference of, I guess question on, whatever it was you said about that. But yeah, guys, I just say let the kids be kids. Let the kids be
For sure.
kids. While we're on this, I guess, topic of relationships and dating and stuff like that, our next topic that we had, and just before we start, again, by no means do we want to offend anyone. So if you are offended, just know that we don't mean to offend you. And fuck you. But the next topic we had on here is, are men who date trans women, are men that date trans women, are they gay?
And trans women is male to female.
Male
Trans
to
women.
female, correct. They have transformed themselves from men to women. And if a man who considers himself straight, if he's attracted to or dates trans women, would you consider him gay?
That's somebody that went through the whole process. So like they have a vagina.
Name however you want. Yep. If you want to go that route, sure. Let's say they've went through the. Now a trans woman can be they can still have twig and berries and still be considered a woman.
I mean, if
you want to go that far, so go ahead, just give your whatever. I mean,
so
say they do.
If they got a vagina, yeah, you're straight. Man, might be a little weird, but
even if they were born a man.
I mean, if they were born a man, went through the whole phase, and they're now they got the female body parts. I mean, you ain't in the booty hole,
so
and
he's straight.
Good. Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, I think it's a little weird, but I mean, technically, it doesn't make you gay because Now, if they still had a penis, then yeah, that's a little different. I mean, I would never.
But
I mean, I think it's weird, but I just feel like technically no. You know what I mean? Like if you meet somebody and you meet a female, a woman, then you find out that they used to be a man. I mean, like they ain't got a dick, then I feel like you're safe.
Free, you're out of there.
But if they have a dick, but they dress like a female, they look like a female, when you behind closed doors, you fucking with that or taking that, then yeah, you definitely might be gay. I don't know, but.
So you're willing to, if you were single and you met a girl that everything was great, they look like a female, 2 months down the road, you done smashed already, it's got a vagina down there, and then you find out that they were born with a sausage.
Yeah, I'm out of there.
Why?
Because that's just not, like, I couldn't do it. Like just the thought of it, knowing that shit was there, I couldn't do it. That's something that but I'm saying, like, in general, I feel like if somebody was to be in that situation, I mean.
But you wouldn't consider them. Okay, so take you out of it, but say that happened to somebody else and they decided to stick around. You would not consider that person gay.
Nah, I won't say gay.
All right, Shannon, what about you?
This is a tough one for me. Society has, made this conversation kind of like sketchy to have.
It's nothing sketchy
So
about. We don't got to be sketchy.
uh,
We gonna say how we feel here
I
on
don't want
Respectfully
to.
a
I
Pod Show,
also don't want to offend anyone either.
and
I'm not
and
in
we've
a
and
business
we
of
won't.
offending anybody, but
We won't. Well, listen, we ain't gonna let nobody
uh,
police our thoughts and how we feel and our beliefs either. So we're gonna talk here on Respectfully a Pod Show, and we're gonna give our opinions how we feel with being respectful, of course.
so my opinion is technically a man messing with a man is the definition of homosexuality. So
Facts.
a man messing with a man is gay. A woman messing with a woman is gay. So uh, if a man messes with a transgender, that's a man messing with a man.
Facts.
That's all I had to say about that.
Absolutely, Shannon. I couldn't have said it no better. You know what? And I'll take this off your hands, pause, because I don't want you to say too much, but you said enough. Unless, if you like to say more, please step in and do your thug thizzle. But like my nigga S. Dot said, he's absolutely 1000% correct. If you were born a man, you're a man. I don't give a fuck if you cut it off, Velcro it off, or you can put it on, take it off, banana split that bitch, whatever. I don't give a damn if that nothing, bro. You're a dude. You're not a woman. I'm sorry. Just is what it is. A nigga, if you fuck with a trans woman, that is a trans woman. It's not a woman. It's a trans woman. And that, which is code word for dude. So you're gay. I'm sorry. And if there's nothing wrong with that, again, we're not here to bash people, but we are here to have a conversation. I've seen, and there's a community of people that feel that if there is a straight man who is attracted to or likes trans women, that they are straight. And I just don't see how that's possible. If that, then just go date women. You know what I mean? Just go date a woman because you're not dating a woman. Swayze, let me ask you this. So you did say it was weird. So never mind. I guess I'm not going to
But
get that
what was your
graphic.
question?
Well, because you said you wouldn't do it for one, so it really
Nah.
wouldn't apply to you. But, but I was saying, like, so for the guy, how you said, well, he's not gay because she's got woman parts. Now, obviously, say they getting intimate, and now it's his turn to go down and provide a little bit of mouth pleasure. And you know what they say? They I think they split that bitch, fold it in or whatever, give you a little something, something. So, when he down there doing his little thing, at the end of the day, that would still be,
That'd still be.
giving that toppy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
You
saying,
ain't
but
sucking on nothing, no. You licking something. You ain't sucking on nothing. So I feel like if
okay.
anything, worst case scenario, I feel like obviously if the trans woman has a penis, then yeah, like if you're messing around with a penis, then yeah, gay. But um, like if they went through the whole thing and they got that shit removed, got a vagina or whatever, I don't know what they look
So
like or nothing, but I feel like if
so
anything,
take
they'd be more bisexual than just straight up gay. Because if you gay,
but
then
okay.
you want to do.
So let's take the sexuality part of it out of it then. And let's just say that they're just into each other. That they're just dating and they're both trying to be mature and they're just dating and he knows it's a trans woman. And they haven't done anything sexual yet. So you still consider him straight? You consider him straight, or is he gay, or you just like he's exploring?
I don't know. I feel like it would lean more towards gay, but I just feel like technically, I don't know. If you're into a woman, then I don't know. Guess guess you just gotta see what the trans look like. 'Cause I've seen some trans, some of them motherfuckers, you could never tell it was a female or a dude. They look like a fucking female, 100%. Funny story. I got hit on
All
by a trans before.
right. And how'd that go?
Uh, nah, this was shit. It was like back in like the like Plenty of Fish days or whatever. A motherfucker was just
Nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead, Swizzy.
coming on too strong. I was like, this shit too good to be true. So yeah, I was like, nah, something ain't right. And then later found out that it was it was like this dude's brother. I showed my friend a picture. He was like, "Oh shit, that's so and so." I was like, "Yeah, I knew something was up, bro." Motherfucker was kind of
But he
like
was with.
after the first
Was
little
you,
after the first interaction, they was like, "You trying to hang out? I'll come over and kick it." I'm like, shit don't be happening like that, bro. I'd be out there, be trying hard and can't get no play, and this person just throwing themselves at me. I'm like, nah.
so they was
That's
throwing you the
exactly
pussy.
how Plenty of Fish goes.
They was throwing you the pussy, huh? Okay.
Well, it wasn't a pussy though.
But you didn't know that, and you was
Trying to,
down to take it.
nah, I wasn't down to take it. The fuck? Never said anything like that.
And they was about to Finkel Einhorn your ass.
Nah.
Bro, please.
Nah, man.
Oh shit! All
I
right.
knew
Well, listen, go ahead.
I knew
Go ahead.
something was up, so I just I wasn't
He
falling
said the
for it.
jig is up. Wasn't falling for it, baby. So look, so while we on this subject, I got a little something quick to show y'all. Pause. Let's see here. I saw this recently. And this the type of shit that the world got going on nowadays, bro. It used to be, what do you call this here? And the world hasn't seen a trans girl plus stud, so everyone judges.
Every day I get on the internet, y'all post more bullshit. What do you mean you're a lesbian and she's a trans girl? No, bitch. Y'all just straight in the gayest way possible. You like niggas, but you want to dress like a boy and do boy shit and have the little short dread bob thing y'all got going on. And he, she, it like girls. Okay? Y'all just straight on some gay shit. Y'all just straight on some gay shit. Just out here confusing people, then getting mad at us because we confused. We just as confused as y'all is. Fuck is wrong with y'all?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's what we dealing with today. We got fucking, that was a trans woman and a female stud. They were together. Y'all just straight. Y'all just want to be each other's. Y'all just traded places, but y'all still straight. Weird. Now that's weird, Swayze, but they still straight. You feel me?
All right, my bad.
You're good. That's it. So that's all we got for that, man. Moving right along, and again, hopefully we didn't offend anybody. If we did, fuck you. This ain't the show for you, I guess, but we're just being honest here. We don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings. So it is what it is. On a lighter note, y'all, fucking Conor McGregor. I don't know if y'all caught that fight last weekend, last Sunday, actually, I believe it was. Conor McGregor had his fight, if that's what you want to call it, and we're going to react to it. Got a little video here to show you, kind of let you know what the hell was going on. So we want to know, basically, this topic: do you think that this fight was this just a money grab? Was he already hurt? Was this just for publicity? Thank God, I guess it was. This was on Peacock, right?
Yeah.
Paramount.
Peacock.
No, this was on Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus. Right. So all you had to do was, I guess, have a Paramount Plus subscription, and you got to see the fight. So you didn't have to really necessarily pay for this shit. But there was a lot of people who felt a certain type of way. So this is the fight. Let me see. Can I zoom this in? So that was the fight. Soon after, right there, maybe a few seconds after that, they obviously ended up calling the fight, and that was the main event, guys. Thoughts?
I felt some type of way about this fight. I typically, my sport that I follow is typically football. But when things come up like this, people that I haven't fought in a while, whether it's boxing or UFC, I tend to pay attention to. So I paid attention to this leading up to this and went into like sitting up all night waiting for the main event. And the main event is over within 45 seconds of the first round off of a knee injury. I immediately thought maybe this was some sort of publicity stunt, but after like thinking about it this week, maybe while training he got hurt, he caught himself covering it up and was gonna, go with it. But I was felt some type of way. Like that's it. So I stayed up for this. Throughout the night, though, the fights were pretty good. So I can't say like the UFC itself. They have multiple fights leading up to the main event. I can't say that it was bad. So it was worth watching. But that main event was absolutely terrible for me. 45 seconds of Conor getting into the octagon and losing
Laying
for
down. Right.
an injury off the first two kicks.
Right. Yeah,
Was it
I'll
a
have to-
publicity stunt? I'm not sure. Now. I originally thought that when it first happened, I'm like, this was definitely a publicity stunt. He didn't want to fight. Now he's faking an injury, but maybe he did get hurt during training.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I didn't even watch any of the prelims or the opening cards. I was doing other shit, but I did remember to turn it on, and I was just like, I couldn't imagine. Apparently, I heard the other fights were really good fights though, so at least people got to see good fights prior to that one. But if they weren't, I couldn't imagine just sitting there in anticipation for that, maybe having a watch party. I guess that's still not going to fuck up your night, but just going through all of that just to get to the main event. It's the main event for a reason. That's what everybody wants to see. No matter if the other fights were good or not, everybody came to see this fight. And then for that to be the way that it ends, I mean, you can't control things. And if he's hurt, he's hurt. He can't do nothing about it. Now, was he hurt prior to the fight? I don't know. If I was a betting man, I would say I think he probably was hurt prior to the fight, and he thought I can get through this. And obviously, when you're in training, if you're sparring and all that, and your team knows that you're dealing with some kind of a stinger or some kind of an injury, they're gonna maybe not go so hard on you, but try to make sure you're still ready. And then we'll see how things go during the fight. I would probably put my money towards that he was coming into the fight with something that he knew was injured, but he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna still try to make it through it. And once you get into the real deal, it's like, when players get hurt in basketball or football and they say, they've been practicing, but they may be in shape, but they're not in game shape, and maybe once he got into the ring and shit was the real shit, it was, nah, we can't do this. I don't know.
My question would be like, if it was a prior injury that maybe he hurt his leg or hurt his knee during training, why he would come out the gate with kicking?
I don't know, bro.
You're
right.
So, you
true.
hurt your leg a few weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. You've been working on it. You've been babying it. They've been, making sure you're straight. I'm not sure why you would come out the gate kicking.
That's true. And that's a fair argument. So maybe we are wrong. Maybe he heard it at that time. Swayze, what was your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I don't really care too much for UFC. So I didn't like prepare or do anything for it. If it was pay-per-view, I wasn't buying it. So I do have Paramount Plus. My kid had friends over, they were watching it. I was gonna watch it either way. I didn't watch any of the other fights, but Conor McGregor, that's a name that, I'm gonna tune in for that. Um, but yeah, I was pretty disappointed because I thought it was gonna be a good fight. But
I
yeah,
was
it
definitely
was the
expecting a
total
good fight for
opposite.
sure.
When he came out there and I was confused when he was on the ground because he's not, a fighter that fights from the ground. You know what I mean? Like he
Right.
was more like, you know. So when he's on the ground, I'm like, what the fuck? This don't make any sense, you know? Uh, but yeah, I was disappointed. Um, I guess he made around 15 mil, so I can see why he went through with it. Um,
Absolutely.
but I feel
I
like,
could have
I
I
feel
could have did
like,
what he did for that 15 mil though.
yeah, I feel like if anything, man, like if he knew he couldn't go out there and perform, like he should have just went out there and took one to the chin and got laid out. You know what I mean? Like just took one to the chin, bro, get laid out and lose by a knockout. At least that would have been
Uh,
something
that
better than that.
damages
Cause that shit, I mean,
that
bro,
damages
this
his
damage,
legacy
like
though.
man, this shit fucked his legacy up too, bro. Like you came out there, you lost at the end of the day, bro. Shouldn't have been out there fighting.
Yeah, but I mean it's like it's like LeBron when he came out after the NBA Finals and he came out with a cast on his hand. People, you gotta get that sympathy, like, oh, he lost because his
Uh,
hand was broken. But so instead of him just going out getting flat out knocked out, that's gonna do more damage to his legacy than him getting hurt in the middle of the fight. So that's of course he had no choice. He had no way to win. He got hurt.
Yeah,
I
that was
think
tough.
either way, man, this shit fucked, bro. Like I'm not interested in seeing him fight again. Like I'm not tuning in. I'll check YouTube the next day or later that night, but I'm not tuning in for the next Conor McGregor fight. Shit's over with.
So you wouldn't watch this rematch?
Nah, I'm cool. They lost me on this one.
I feel that. Yeah,
Like
I feel that.
I'll watch it on YouTube, check the highlights, you know what I mean? But I'm not about to have a little watch party, sit down and stop what I'm doing to watch the fight. I mean, if it's on Paramount Plus, it'll be on, but I'm not really gonna be too invested into it.
All right. I can dig it. Yeah, I'm not a big UFC guy myself, to be honest with you. That's why I didn't really give a fuck about the other matches. But like you said, the name Conor McGregor, I heard everyone else was talking about it. I had nothing else going on anyway. Why not? I'll turn it on. I'll watch a big fight and shit like that. So for myself, as a casual fan, just to turn it on, and I'm just like, okay. That didn't make me want to be like run to his next fight. Just whoever, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, oh, okay. Turn the fucking TV back off and just continued on with my evening. But I'm like, I was, I guess, looking forward to seeing a halfway decent fight or just something to talk about. But it gave us something to talk about, I guess. So,
Yeah,
But I
shout
mean
out.
that ain't nothing new though. You know, people we back in the day, I remember, Tyson fights and shit. You plan a party and that motherfucker be over with in no time. So,
Yeah, but he was knocking
I
niggas
just
out, though. That was like,
right,
damn, look,
right.
he knocked the nigga out. Not, oh, he's laying on the ground and they just like, the other guys looking at their fucking ref like
Right.
facts.
you gonna
Like,
you gonna
do
make
you
me
That
see
shit
this?
was
yeah, you see him, you maybe go, all right, fuck it, I guess I'm gotta beat his ass, I guess. Come on, help him out,
right.
stop the fight. The
But I
fuck.
mean, he had to get the bag though. So
For sure. Absolutely.
definitely got it.
For sure. Well, shout out to Conor McGregor in that bag. Man, it must be fucking nice. I tell you, it must be fucking nice, guys. Well, guys, before we get out of here, man, who's got bars?
I got a bar.
Ooh, S. Dot's got a bar tonight. Let's hear it. The floor is yours.
Okay. All right. Now I spit not to flex, but to feed the soul. Scriptures in my bars. Yeah, that's the primary goal. From the grave to grace, from scars to clean, he turned a rebel into a redeemed machine.
He copied my whole fucking flow.
Lecrae.
Lecrae. That's what's up. Shout out to Lecrae. All right, then. Shout out to S. Dot for bringing the bars. Swayze, you got bars? Or you want me to go first? I can go first.
You can
Don't
go.
matter.
That don't matter.
All right. I got bars tonight. So, F it. He got an L, but got an E for effort. Stretched it. Dropped him off in the Mojave Desert, then left him. Ain't no answers to this trick questions. Money making nip. Straightened out my jewelry on my bitch dresser.
That's my bar. Shit.
The answer is actually in the fucking verse. I didn't peep that until I didn't pay attention to that. But
Yeah. Nah, it's Nipsey.
yeah, it's Nipsey. Shout out to Nips. R.I.P. Nip.
R.I.P.
For sure.
Mine should be easy. Every day we live and learn, take it step by step. We create our own paths until there's no life left.
Word for word, bar for bar.
Kanye.
Another
DMX?
R.I.P.
DMX?
Yeah.
See, look, he ain't put the 5 on that one. I didn't know that. I don't know that one either. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just off the words. For
I don't
sure.
know. I don't know if you said it after I said that this is another R.I.P.
No, I said it right before as you were saying that, but I was going with DMX no matter what. So shout out to me. Shout out to X for sure. Long live X. Good shit, guys. We 3 for 3 tonight on the motherfucking bars. Well, we didn't guess Lecrae, but Shannon brought bars, so you know that's a dub no matter what. All right, guys, listen, we about to close this thing out. Before we close it out, do you just got anything that y'all want to get off your chest or say before we get to our most wonderful and favorite part of the motherfucking show?
Nah, take it away.
Well, take it away. All right. Shout out to Spain for winning the World Cup today. I do want to say that I did watch that shit, and soccer probably has the most motherfucking floppers in the goddamn world, bro. Every time they fall down, they are the most hurt niggas in the world. They are the most hurt. And then they'll show the replay. They be holding shit that didn't even get hit. It's like it's part of the game, and forgive me if I don't know the game, if that's just part of the game. But it's like you got to sell that shit, and when you get hurt, fall down and hold and lay there like you are dying. It does not matter. I don't know if y'all watched any of these games, but every time a nigga fell down, he fell down, and you would think that they were at his funeral, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So, but
yeah, I don't watch much soccer at all.
Yeah, so. I don't really watch too much either, but I did see that today, and I was just like, bro, these niggas somebody needs to get these niggas, they are hurt. Then they'd be right up running and playing again. And then, next time somebody else fell down, they'd be down on the ground like, oh, he's down. He's down. But, all right, guys, you know what time it is? This show is all about love, and we all about helping people find it. So, today, in our Looking for Love, we got Marie. She is 40. She is located in North College Hill, Ohio. She's 5'3", and she has kids. She's looking for something casual, chatting, and friendship. Again, we have Marie. She is 40. Chocolate brown skin. I'm just here to pass time for real. No bumping coochies. No coke heads, alcoholics, no meth heads. I'm cool on. If you want to know more, hit me up. Don't be sending me any BS ass messages about why I'm on this site. If so, kick boulders. Possibly an honest friend, and for the ones that's a couple, you can kick rocks too. Laughing emoji. I don't like young guys anyway. Under 35, kick rocks. That's Marie. She's 40. She's from North College Hill, Ohio, and she is not here to bump coochies. Shannon, could
It's a
she
no
be
for
the
me.
one? It's enough for you. Okay.
It's enough for me.
Okay.
I
That's
don't really
fair.
know why though. It wasn't terrible. I mean, we've heard worse, but
We've definitely heard
Lost me at
worse.
the go kick boulders. I was cool after that. It's like, oh my,
What was you
I
didn't
don't
like
know.
that?
This rubbed me the wrong way. Kick rocks. So I'm over here kicking rocks.
All right. Again, I think this is just another example of if you are here to either find, even if it is just friendship or love, I think you should focus on that. You know, nobody's going to admit the things that they are or are not. So again, if you just things that you don't want, this is what you can find out once you get to know somebody. And it's not like as soon as you heart somebody, you guys are instantly exchanging phone numbers and know each other's personal, for real contact information. You can kind of weed through all of those things as you go. But I feel like you should definitely put your best foot forward and present yourself as your best self if you're looking to even attract new friends. Let's not
I
focus
agree.
on the things that we don't want.
I agree.
So that's Marie. So
I mean, the crackhead is not going to hit X because you said no crackheads.
and a crackhead, exactly, Shannon. That is exactly true. I should have saved these for Air Max month or whenever that is, but you know, these are the Air Max 4s, showing love to the Air Max 95s. Slept on pair for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
It's enough for me.
Got him!
Also has the 95, the box to match the 95s. But that's what's up. Thank you, Shannon. We appreciate that no for you. It was a yes for me. That's why I have them. But hey, y'all, again, thank you for joining us. If you're still here, and if you haven't yet, make sure you like, share with a loved one, and comment down below any of your thoughts about any of the topics that we discussed tonight. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. We really appreciate it. We are very close to hitting 100 subscribers, so rock with us. Let us know that you fucking with us, and for real, your comments, your likes, all that does not go unseen, and we really do appreciate it. So again, we appreciate everybody who takes the time out of their day to spend a little bit of it with us. And S. Swayze baby, appreciate y'all being here. I love y'all. And until next time, go kick ass this week. We out.
Maybe it's